Hey you, so on this video, what is the best Lunar design? I'm going to be going over my own thoughts and opinions on what I think is the best Lunar design, and maybe moving forward some designs that I may focus on more than others. Now this is not going to be saying what design sells best, or comparing this design against another design. I've done a video like that in the past. It's just going to be overall moving forward for me, and just in general from an outlook, what are some of the best, in my opinions, designs to load up on. Each and every design here has sold well, maybe due to the timing, things were great at that time, like some of these for instance, or even the horse, and a lot of attention was on metals at the time, or whether, if we're looking at the mouse, a lot of people wasn't very interested in the coins and it flew past a lot of people's radars. Moving forward, I don't think we're going to see situations like that. This is a prime example here where everybody's asleep or attention ain't really on the current Lunar series at the time, and then those that were smart enough to capitalize did really capitalize. I think moving forward, everybody that knows about metals, of course there will be a new rush or influx of collectors, knows and exactly what they want and what it is, and may know about the Lunar series and not. Now I'm focusing on the Lunar series because every mint and their mother has a Lunar series. I think from the collecting coin world, it is, if not the most popular series to get into. I mean, every mint technically has a Lunar series. I don't know who started. I've seen designs better than Perf, but they just don't do as well as Perf. So Perf are the #1 ones to really get into if you're going to be talking about Lunar coins. So that's why I'm really focusing on them. So breaking into this, I don't have the 2016 monkey display here. These are all 1 ounce. I do have it, but it seems to be AWOL. And the pig obviously is not here, but we should be getting it at the time of release of this video later on in the year. So I've broke this into 2 sections. It could be masculine, it could just be the way I think, but here's how I broke this down. Everything on this side here, these 4 coins, you can find on your dinner plate, from the sheep to the ox to the chicken to the rabbit. Now the rabbit really depends on your taste buds. I mean, any given Sunday you could find this on an individual's dinner plate. Me, I've never had rabbit. Wouldn't write it off if times were hard, but and this is how I'm looking at it moving forward. This is my outlook. In the middle you have the in-betweener. Now when I say that, you're not going to really, well, in some countries and restaurants they serve cat and dog, so it wouldn't surprise me if they had old rat or mice on the menu. But for the average Joe and the majority, you're not going to find the mouse on your dinner plate. And I'll put the monkey in the same category, so we've got an imaginary monkey here. And then we have the 4 here, and not to forget the pig. So I love me some pork belly and bacon, so that would definitely be on my dinner plate side. And then we get over here, we have a combination of predators and what I consider moving forward more crowd favorites. So you have the tiger, of course, one of the only predators in the Lunar series, one of the #1 predators out there, especially when we're talking big cats. We've got the lion above it, but we have no lion depiction in the Lunar series. If I can get that in a decent light. We have the tiger, a fantastic coin, and then we have the horse. I view the horse as a neutral coin. I mean, you're not going to find it on your dinner plate. Now in the UK we had a massive scandal a couple of years back where many thought they was eating good old beef, and it was really horse meat. So who knows, I may have eaten horse, but you're not actively going to find that on your dinner plate. And it's more of a man's best friend. When I say that, I'd put Fido in the same category. So you got the dog, which I have a gold version of. I do prefer the gold version than the silver version, but once again, man's best friend. Once upon a time I thought this was going to be a fantastic coin, but I think just the whole climate and what's going on at the moment currently has changed that. Now we have recently got the mintages back from Perth Mint that I'll touch on in just a minute. Some interesting mintages there. So I put these 2 in the man's best friend area. They're safe, and I also think they're pretty decent picks. And then we have the only mythical creature, the dragon, in the Lunar series. So I think this also is a fantastic pick, and I'll just break in and touch upon all of them in a moment as to why. But once again, this coin here falls into the safe zone for me. So moving forward, my safe zone picks are going to be put down as you know, man's best friend. Now, once again, not taking nothing away from this, is my own opinion. It'd be fantastic to hear your opinion on what your favorite lunar design is and why you think it's decent in the comments. But I put it down to dinner plate. On the dinner plate, you're going to have the pig. If we put the pig there, then we're going to look at the sheep. The sheep is a fantastic, real calming design. The sheep's been used, you know, a lot over the ages, but moving forward, it's one of those images also I'm taking into account there. It can be hit and miss. I mean, that's the case for a lot of these coins here. You know, we can be waiting, and then boom, you get the sheep, and it's like, oh, or the goat, however you refer to it. But I think it's one of those images since I've been around where you can't really get a good design. I haven't seen a good sheep image. I've you know, certain coins, couldn't remember the mint. I've perf here every time. Yeah, it's one of those lackluster for me. Doesn't do nothing big. Definitely on the dinner plate, in my opinion. It's, you know, it's prey. So moving forward with where we are in the game, whether it's perf or, you know, the Rwandan boys, I'm going to really analyze that. But once again, it can appeal to a lot of people as they may fall under that star or whatever. I'm just picking these up at random, so I'm focusing on the dinner plate side at the moment. Then we've got the ox. You know, oxtail, you know, beef, rump steak, however you look at it, sirloin, not the whole nine. It's another animal. It's, the images, I think you'd need to get a real masculine, real aggressive image to have it look appealing to myself. Other than that, it's just always going to be an ox. I see nothing but a steak when I see it. An image that suitably sits over here. It's done well in the past because once again, on Lunar Series 2, it was slept on for a long time. So, you know, a lot of people looked over it, and now people that have paid a premium for it were either trying to complete the sets or saw it had a very low mintage. But moving forward, once we most definitely will get a Lunar Series 3 off a perf, how well do you think it will do? Me personally, it's the Lunar Series are selling well, but I don't think we're going to never get another opportunity where they're going to be minting low numbers. I mean, it's too much of a, you know, maybe possible opportunity for individuals to gain. Whereas I think even individuals that have left have still got 1 foot in when it comes to this series here. Then we have the mouse. Looking at that, it's, you know, you just refer to mouses here. Well, where I'm from, it's like sewer rats. Basically, the rat or the mouse, it's like you'd never see that on a dinner plate. I wouldn't want to eat, you know, so it's come next time round, Lunar Series 3, how well is it going to do? You can definitely see larger numbers because it's going to be first of the Lunar Series 3. Everybody and their mum's going to be picking these up, but I don't think we're going to get too much of a, you know, fantastic opportunity come time around. But it's another animal. I don't think you can really get this in a good light, but I think perf done fantastic here. It's the best I've seen of a mouse depiction, so it's good enough. I think this design is perfect for what it is. Can they top that? Who knows? The bunny, the cute little bunny, you know, Sam's pets, you know, I think it's got, it's got the whole connection to Easter if you want to look at it like that. Cute little animal from my own personal opinions. Maybe a good gift to little children. I know one of my daughters love bunnies, but it's prey no matter how you look at it. And for some, as I've mentioned, on any given Sunday, it could be on their dinner plate. But moving forward, I think it does have a promising future. I personally feel like it falls into the neutral, but you know, it has more appeal than any of the others I've got on the left side, the dinner plate side. So this could maybe be a good one on whether Lunar Series 3 or even the Rwanda Lunar Series moving forward. I've got it in the background there. It's going to be interesting to see the bunny. It's a, you know, for me, a cute fuzzy little animal, so it's going to be really interesting. I think perf done fantastic on this image here. It's a real nice image. Stunning coin. I loaded up on those. Now once again, going into the hen, chicken, rooster, however you look at it, perf done good on this image. I think it was a real nice image, but you know, when you see it Popeyes, KFC, Nando's, however you look at it, this 100% is on the dinner plate. I don't know who likes chickens, not saying I dislike them, but You know, you never know, vegans, whoever, but it is what it is. It's a nice design, comes a lot later, so whichever series drops it, it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes, but it most definitely stays over there for me on the dinner plate side. Now the tigers I've mentioned is the only predator in the gang. I always think this coin's going to do well regardless. It's, in my point of view here again, a very macho image. So, you know, if I offered a friend of mine a chicken coin or even a bunny opposed to a, you know, a sheep or a ox opposed to a tiger, I know what they're going to gravitate to straight away, depending on how your mindset is and how you see things. I see this as a very macho, masculine image here. I think it will do well. It does sell very well as well, so that's interesting to see. But just it being technically the only big boy cat predator in the Lunar series, I think it's very promising on any series moving forward. The design's going to play a massive role. Perth done okay here on this, if you ask me. I think their Lunar 1 design of the tiger was a lot better, but you know, it can really be taken away if on a popular mint, because you got to remember, because it's such a dominant animal, you may find others, but they may not be as profitable just because they're just under the radar. I think if Perth can always get it right, you're always going to find a good bet investing in the tiger. Now these are the ones that I personally think are the best here getting into these. So I think the tiger's always a fantastic good play on any series. It's going to be very interesting to see when we get to the tiger on the Rwandan coins, because, you know, they done okay on a technically a real, you know, mundane animal there. So these are images I'm waiting to see once they come around on the Rwandan Lunar series, which I would say is technically the second best Lunar series right now. It's on fire. You know, it's definitely gunning to take over Perth, because this is the first of their Lunar series and it's taken off. So it could be very interesting to see, come Lunar series 3, will it even be able to compete with, well, the Rwandan Lunar series 1. So looking at that, it's the tiger I'm definitely waiting to see come Lunar on the Rwandan Lunar series. Now the horse was one of my favorite designs. I think it was just this design, I really liked it. It's, you ain't gonna find it over here once again, unless there being naughty boys in the background. Very neutral. Man isn't known to eat Fido or Black Beauty here, so a very neutral, very elegant animal, I think. So I think this is always going to be a safe bet also, because it falls under man's best friend category. Once again, my own opinion. So that's going to be a fantastic image to see on the Rwandan coins also. But hopefully it won't be as pop art-ish as the dog was. So we've got what I would say is the best coin to invest in. Now looking at this, I'll give a little play on that, and that's going to be the dragon, the only mythical creature. I mean, when was the last time you saw somebody walking their pet dragon? It's a design that does fantastic. I would back that up by saying it's one of the only designs when it comes to animals that Perth has recycled and done many different variations on. So that's saying a lot. It's obviously a fantastic money seller for them. You've got the dragon phoenixes, you've got the antique dragons they do, you've got the high relief dragons, you've got the current, at the time of releasing this video, they brought out the dragon square coins, bars, so the gold and the silver, and now they're doing that for a reason. That's because the dragon sells. I believe it has the highest mintage on the Lunar Series 2. And so even the big boy here, so even with the kilo coin, it has the largest mintage, I believe, on the kilo coins, and they haven't even capped mintages yet till the entire series is over. It has a mintage of 55,000. So this coin here is always going to be a great bet. Now, if you want to capitalize, of course, because so many are sold, you know, it cuts into your profits. But one good play with the dragon, and I think a lot of people gravitate towards it because it's such a masculine animal, it's a mythical creature, so it has a lot of mystique to it, is grabbing some early release. Now, you're not going to find a lot of resistance with this because it's a Lunar Series coin. When I say that, you're not going to find Atmex or, you know, some of the other shady dealers doing shady things come to the dragon. And I think you'll be able to steadily sell these. It's a timeless design. Everybody's going to gravitate towards it. It's one of those designs, because it's so light, I think regardless of the image, many people will look past whether it's a good or bad image. I mean, I see the Lunar Series 1 from Perth Mint dragon design just as decent as the Lunar Series 2, just because of what it is. It's not an animal you see every day unless you're in certain parts of the world. So one of the best coins to go for. Another fantastic coin. I can't wait to see when the Rwandan boys get to it, because it's going to be very, very interesting on such a popular animal that does sell extremely well. So then we have the dog. I only have a gold one to show here. Now, time of releasing this, Perth has released their mintages on these coins. Now, I've only really focused on the 2 ounce, the 5 ounce and the half ounce. But the 2 ounce didn't go on to top the 2016 Monkey Perth Mint 2 ounce. So I think you've got a safe bet there with that. I believe that done around the 34,000 mark. On the dog, we had 51,000. So it still is low, you know, depending on how you look at it. There were a couple of sizes that got lower than the 2016 Monkey from Perth Mint, and that was the 5 ounce and the half ounce, I believe. On the 5 ounce, you had a mintage of 19,000, basically 19,500. So that could be something to look at if you're really, you know, mintage watching, believing you can see an opportunity there. And on the half ounce of the dog, you know, silver, I believe, they had a mintage of 177,000. Now on the 2016 Monkey, the mintage on the half ounce was 233,000. So there was a couple of sizes where they got lower, but the key size would have been the 2 ounce really, and that still does make the 2016 one of the best bets. So if you can load up on those and still find for a decent price. But the dog has done well. I did prefer the gold, as I'm showing here, than the silver, but I think all in, it's a fantastic design. You know, Fido fits and sits in the safe category. You're never going to find it on the dinner plate. We haven't even had a scandal of that yet. You'd need to find a Mad Max scenario for that to happen. So I'm going to cut this off here on what I believe is the best Lunar design. Answering that question, I'm going to say all in all, it's going to be the dragon. You know, a lot of people are going to gravitate towards it. Sales on it are fantastic. Perth Mint's bringing out a new dragon coin every other day, so that's saying a lot. But you know, it's always going to be oversaturated, but I still think there's opportunity, because anybody and everybody coming in always looks at the dragon. I mean, it is what it is. Rah. So it'll be fantastic to hear you guys' opinions. Once again, that's just my own thoughts and opinions, nothing definitive or set in stone. It'd be great to hear what you guys think is the best Lunar design and why, or even your favorite Lunar design and why you think that is. But hey, or love it, guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to come and follow me on the links that I left in the description. And I'll catch you guys on the rebound.